yo te cumplo lo que quieras, estás bien.
Over here sneeze on him. Bro, I'm not even hungry.
I went to Atlas Barber.
So Tony, where we at?
Oh, we at CT with it, bro.
That was
You know, 2025, going crazy.
1980.
Connecticut.
I went to Atlas Barber School. I was in the 11th grade. My dad put me in barber school. And he said, when you get out of high school, I want you to, you know, get What the hell? Special hole. It's like a gel.
Yo, Samson, real quick. You the first one up?
Yeah.
You the OG at the shop?
Yeah.
What's your why?
My why is my family. My why is my legacy. That's why I do what I do. That's my why. So as long as I keep God first, as long as I do what I'm supposed to do on my end, God is going to continue to bless me. And I do it for the fam. So when I leave here one day, I leave a mark. That's my why, to leave a mark. Legacy, baby.
First one, OG. No. Sign it on the crown.
In the crown?
Yeah.
That's the way we do it. First signature.
First one. Who next? All right, what's your name, brother?
Chris.
Chris, what is your why?
My why is I eventually want to cut hair for free. I want to be able to make enough money to put my money in other places to where now I can just supply for the people around me in my community.
Okay, sweet. Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you.
Can you sign my shirt?
Yeah, of course.
45 to 50 haircuts a day, every day for years and years and years in my shop. And I am proud to stand here and tell you, legit, 45 to 50 head a day for decades. I am proud to tell you, I was never late for an appointment once, ever. Because I got a little burr under my saddle, if you will, about professionalism and about timing. Now you might ask how.
Last night, I was one of them. I was not. That's good. So where are you coming out of, Sean? Let everybody know where you're from, brother.
So yeah, we kind of was joking earlier. You know, Tito and I come from two very different country parts of the States. So I said, we're from the country, kind of, a different country. And I'm not country, but my man's got a cowboy hat. So I'm from Kentucky. Honestly, an area probably nobody in here has ever heard of. Actually, no, that's not true, because I know somebody in here from Kentucky. But, man, let me tell you guys real quick before we get into this haircut. Push it up. I am a big shear over comb guy to clean up some of this length, especially I can see how his hair is laying. He said he had kind of a difficult texture that likes to look a little thin when you start to cut it shorter. So the last thing I want to do is go too short. We can't put it back on, right? You see I moved through this taper pretty well, down to a 2. I still see that line I was talking about. So I'm going to go in with my scissors because that guard just didn't want to get
Started with that. All right. So now today I'm enjoying this sexy. Ladies, does my client look sexy?
Yeah.
He's my 22-year-old son. All right. So ladies and single, okay, you got some fans in the vortex. Y'all want to follow, tap in, listen to amazing music, and not just that. I got my 3 amazing kids over there up here because of that. Ain't that right, Mr. Sean? We just keep being consistent and believing in the gift that was planted in us, and just keep feeding. All right. All right, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and close out, but can I make a video with y'all? We gotta let the whole world know that y'all woke up early, y'all got y'all monies paid for, and y'all gonna show some straight business come next week, right? Ain't that right? All right. Is that all right with you, Mr. Sean?
down south Texas, there wasn't really like African American hair. So whenever I got to it, I was like, yo, how in the world? But to be honest, got over that fear, bro. It's actually way easier to cut than like I think the hardest type of hair is like the lower density, where like where it's just like all speckled out. Okay. Yeah. The fine hair is like it's really tricky, but at the end of the day, when you
One quick and easy spray takes care of all my blade maintenance. It gives me a rust preventative. It gives me a disinfectant. It gives me a coolant because I want the blades to run cool. When I take these tools and lay it against my client's skin, I don't want him jumping away because then the blades in there running too hot. I want him to think about the experience because here's the thing. Ladies, have you ever been to a 5-star restaurant? One of the things they do at a 5-star restaurant is they make sure they don't pour the water too loud.
Right? What we're doing now is not only creating the put a transition, but we're working on sauce number 1 and sauce number 2. Right? Now, the minute where I start blending this top part with the sides, we're going to be working on sauce number 3 and number 4, which I'm going to be going over that here in just a second.
And a half. Okay.
The majority of that is knocked out. I'm gonna go in with my 0.5 guard just to knock out that faint line, and then I'm gonna knock out the bottom ball line. So I'm gonna go halfway with my 0.5 guard and just stand on the edge 2 teeth of my guard, just so I can be real like meticulous in this small area. I don't want to really overly lift the fade. Now I'm completely closed, keeping everything as consistent as possible.
Set of headphones, they're not having anything in their ear, so you pay attention to what your client is saying and what they want and how they feel. Like I said, when I come in with my client and my client sits down, my first question always is, do you want an edgy look or do you want a soft look? Because my intention is to make sure I'm meeting them where they are. Smooth canvas. I'm not ever afraid of the grow out with the bleach. I'm not ever afraid because I love how after the bleach has grown out, when we do a lower cut on the sides, it ends up giving a natural ombre to what wasn't there before, and that creates shape.
Wash it off. Now we're gonna go over here and wash it off with the other one. So now you're gonna stay for a little bit, right? Now you go right here. You wanna face the crowd or you wanna face the back? Are you guys barbers? Yeah, you guys use color enhancement? What do you guys use? Huh? Check it out. If I use that, right, it's semi-permanent. So it comes off, right, when you shower. The one that I'm using right now, you can shower 10 times, shampoo 10 times right after, and it still won't come off. This is rewind the 10.
What is your why, brother?
You know, that's a question for me that's always evolving. I just trust in God, bro, and I feel like my why changes based on whatever's going on in my life at that point in time. And I just look for God's direction. So I think every year, you know, it's really like a balancing act. And it's funny how you're given like these signs if you really pay attention to what your why is supposed to be that year. But ultimately, it's just serving God. It's being a son of God. It's being a great example. It's trying to walk, you know, we can never be the perfect man, but I know if I walk in his guidance, I'm gonna be the best I could be in this lifetime. And so to me, my why is serving God, my family, you know, my loved ones, and just being and all of God's children, right? Like, I wanna serve in this world. So my why is whatever I can do to continue to elevate people and bring people closer to whatever their purpose is, that's my why. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. You feel me?
Can you sign my shirt?
Yeah, let's do it.
On the crown, inside the crown.
Okay.
Inside the crown.
Inside the crown, dog. What's up, everybody?
So what's my why? My why is simple, man. My why is to make an impact on this world, like God made an impact on my life. I feel as though He's called us not only to be a testimony to what He's done for us, but also be a testimony to the test we've been through. And so that's what I feel like my why is, to be a better person for this place, man. That's it.
Can you sign my shirt?
Absolutely.
Alright, who are we with?
Oh, Jordan Press.
What is your why?
To be conformed to the image of Christ.
That's it.
That's all I got. Ah, that's cool. You was working out, huh? Whoa. I hear you. That's
You could still charge it because it was more of a service rate than it was an a la carte building process. But again, that doesn't come from just entering the business, it's from learning, it's from getting better at the craft. And once you get really good at it, it's a way for you to also demand the prices that you deserve, because at that point,
What is your name, brother?
Hey, I'm Jordan Greenway.
What is your why?
My why is I'd like to help people not have to struggle the way that I struggle. Not saying that I struggled bad or anything, but I did feel like coming into an industry, cutting hair, it's kind of set up to give everybody a disadvantage. And I'm working towards being an educator, so hopefully I can be the cheat code to somebody else being able to level up. And, you know, whether that, you know, it's pretty much do whatever it takes. I started out cosmetology, was looking pretty good with it, and then I moved to a state that didn't accept cosmetologists in the barbershop. That put me back quite a bit, and my long-term goal, if I could help in any way assist the tearing apart of that dome line so that other people don't have to wait or put off their dreams, they can just get to cutting hair, you know. Starting out in my why, I did retail for 10 years, I felt stuck. You know, you just get to a place of complacency. COVID was actually a great opportunity for me. It helps me be able to break through and see what else is possible. And if I can have any conversations with any people to help them break through that mental block, then I feel like I've fulfilled my why. I know that that's a long-winded goal, but...
Sign my shirt.
Sign your shirt? Of course.
Sign inside the crowd. Make sure you get.
I got that band guy.
That is very awesome. My why is when I turn the client around and he looks in the mirror, that smile, that moment that happens in his body with all the cells and everything, when he can look in the mirror and he can feel like a whole new person, that's my why. I've changed something in him to make him go do whatever he wants to do. That's my why. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. When I was cutting hair for free, that was my why. And now what I'm charging now inside my shop, that's still my why. When I show you the mirror, how you look, your reaction to what I've just done, that's my why.
Bravo. What is your name, bro?
My name is Faithful. You can find me at Faithful_Cuts with a Z from the Bay Area. You already know.
Faithful, what is your why?
What is my why? Why for live or why for barbering or why for anything? My reason why, it's a tough one, but my my reason why is it's just God, bro. You know what I'm saying? At one point, you know, sometimes life, you go through I like to call it a quarter life crisis, trying to figure out what is your purpose, what is my reason to get up every single day. You know, sometimes work gets like a routine, like a cycle, and you just gotta remind yourself of a reason, give yourself a reason every day and a purpose every single day to live. And to me, it's like, if I have another day of life, it's because God has something for me to do. You know what I'm saying? So I just gotta go out to the world and go find it. I gotta go find that reason and go fulfill that reason, go fulfill that purpose. The purpose is to fill the world with joy and love and, you know, spread God's love. You know what I'm saying? I'm a vessel of Christ, so I just spread God's love through me in any form of way I can. That's just my reason to get up every single day. You know what I'm saying?
We right here at CT, you know? We right here with my boy. You about to ask me something? He said, I'm gonna ask you something. I'm like, alright, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, go ahead, bro.
Felipe, what is your why?
My why? My why? I don't know, but all I know is like, I'm here because of God, you know what I'm saying? I always thank God, you know what I'm saying, every morning before I start my day, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's just like what keeps me going, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm here, you know what I'm saying? I believe in God. I believe that everything he like every like sign he gives me, you know what I'm saying? Every message he gives me, like I feel like I'm just like I gotta just keep going down that path, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean I'm here because of him, you know what I'm saying? Like any day he could take me out this earth, you know what I'm saying? And that's that, you know what I'm saying? But I'm blessed to be here. I'm grateful, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's just what it is. For real.
Appreciate you, bro.
Also known as the Christian Barber.
What is your why?
My why is to let the world know that there is a God in heaven, that he is alive, and that he loves you. What?
All the lady competitors for the DJ booth, please. All the lady competitors. Whoever competed in lady drop top, please. Report to the DJ booth. Whoever competed in lady drop top, report to the DJ booth.
Good right there.
Thank you.
Is that a fade that you see that you're like doing like often more and more like at the shop, or?
You know, it depends on what people see online. I feel like it happens on a